Man, TJ knew instantly. He like shit.
I look at the four guys behind him and how they react.
What I
A lot
want
of
to do.
times I don't even follow the score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots. Kevin?
I'll probably figure it out later.
Do not trust Adler. Adler is lying to you. Do not trust him. Do not listen to Adler. He is lying to you. He is lying to you. Do not trust Adler.
During a mission to investigate reports of a Soviet bunker, your chopper was hit by ground fire.
There's a guy. There's a guy.
Back at it again.
According to your debrief, you woke up in the middle of a firefight. Crash survivors were defending against a VC attack. You ran forward and picked up an M16. The remaining VC fled into the tree line. It was then you realized you were the sole survivor. You set off to locate
That man
the bunker.
said, what about Green Arrow? I'll beat that nigga ass, free of charge.
Niggas hating on
We don't
Green
need
Arrow
nothing for
like
that.
man.
Let's be honest, Newberg. Green Arrow is getting folded by Batman, bro. That's not even really a
Oh,
fold.
about that.
Batman is literally
The path
beating
split
the dog
near
shit up.
So you took the right fork, not the trail. to the
Definitely, without question.
Green Arrow is just not really built for like that kind
Batman
of
already
fight.
know how to kill every member of the Justice League.
Like, niggas not
Feel
built.
that Batman could kill anybody on the planet.
No cap. It's always we get Superman.
Except for maybe Spider-Man.
He probably can win Spider-Man ass too.
Spider-Man got spider senses. He gonna feel it coming.
Shit, if that was the case, that nigga should not be getting thumped by the niggas he be getting thumped by. Like the Sandman shouldn't be, especially the Sand, but that Sandman had his own whole group against that man Spider-Man.
Still a goat though.
Hey, thanks for the assist. Good luck on your mission.
Shit. I would probably give it to one of the Spider-Mans from the
You
other
heard
universe.
Russian voices from a
Them niggas
cave
got-
across the river, so
they
you
got
went
too
to
many
investigate.
them crazy variations that be going crazy. They be going crazy.
Don't be sleep on Batman. You know he don't even damn who it is. He be whipping their ass. I was like, hell no, Batman. Superman was like the strongest nigga on the damn planet. Man. That man was old as fuck. Whoop his ass.
That man's the strongest
You
until
whipped
you
your
find some
shotgun
kryptonite. Then he really not really that strong.
That's when
Spider-Man don't got a
Soviet
weakness like that.
Soviet agents.
That
Most
man
heroes
really.
don't have a weakness like that.
Most heroes are. It's crazy because they made it so like they want to show you that he really OP, but he really not at the same time as they did with Superman. Because it's crazy how Lex Luthor always be having that nigga trapped in a red room, get beat on by kryptonite gloves. Like where does he just have this unlimited amount of kryptonite to be going back and forth with Superman?
He went to get
Exactly.
it. And I'm pretty
So
sure
if he
had
can
it.
get it, anybody low key could really just steal it if they got a power, especially.
Shit, nah, Bruce Wayne.
Like-
Bruce Wayne don't be going for none of that shit. He like, yeah, come in this decade.
Bruce Wayne got an unlimited supply of kryptonite.
You know me.
That man got too much money, man. He said, "But I really got it all." As much as I want to say Spider-Man really don't got no weakness, he ain't really that incredibly strong either. So it kind of makes it kind of hard for Spider-Man to really
That
beat
nigga had
certain
a
people.
weakness already.
What was his weakness? I can't
From
remember.
what I heard, slapped his ass away.
Ah, it is man.
Motherfucker
Showed
said,
up.
"Oh, feel so good, Mr. Stark." That's what I heard, man. You know, nigga we got sick, and they were like, let him go.
Oh, I know which one. I remember now which one was the strongest Spider-Man, bro. It was the Cosmic versus Spider-Man,
Yes,
bro.
Bill. That was the door into the Soviet
You ever
bunker.
seen that nigga, bro? The one that has like super. He's basically a Spider-Man, but with super universe kind of abilities instead of webs. Like,
Yes, good
I think it'd be
bunker.
making
Now tell me
cosmic,
about
like
Perseus.
cosmic power web, like type attacks and shit. And that shit is insane. Like he got
Almost
Enigma
had it.
Force. Like, he has like
1-6.
mystical powers and shit like that.
Bell.
Pretty
We
sure
got a
that's like
job
the
to do.
strongest one from the Spideyverse.
Stop playing with that man. Venom
According to
too,
your
boy.
debrief, you woke up and the rest of your crew was missing.
Yeah, but if you really think about it,
We're on the ground
put
searching
Venom
for
up
survivors.
against Superman.
You ready to
Superman's
vote or
holding
take them
Venom.
out silently?
Cause Superman kind of got a not saying he like I'm not saying Venom don't got like that much intelligence, but fighting wise, he's more Superman smart enough to know, you know what I'm saying, how to outsmart Venom. I feel like it's kind of like Superman fighting the Hulk. The Hulk is just brute strength, but at the same time, he learns because he got a scientist in him, so it makes sense why the Hulk be fighting for a long time. Like,
Right, but they say like the other side of him, you know, they don't really get along. They have to sign.
they you right, they don't, but that don't stop Hulk from taking over. Nigga said he's still gonna run the show though. The Hulk said when it's time for him to come out, but he ain't nowhere. He don't come out there except when we needed him the most. in the Infinity.
Me, I heard that nigga Hulk was pussy. He was not out there.
They're like, but where's the big green man to fight this man Thanos? And I said, huh? What's Thanos?
I heard that nigga just didn't, you know, show up. But I feel like if he did, you know, that nigga could have worked Thanos.
No. He would have at least been able to fight some, like shit. He would have helped them have a way easier time, but they were struggling out there. But they needed to Hulk to at least get out there and put, you know what I'm saying, put some damage out there. The Hulk was like, y'all stupid. That man got the Infinity Gauntlet on his hand. Like, why are we even fighting? Like, Hulk was really like,
Y'all know y'all see
All
that nigga
paths
ain't glove
split
on
near
his
a
hand.
ruin. So you took the well-traveled
he
trail.
said, hey,
and
bro.
left.
He's like,
Not
hey, Hulk.
toward the
It
waterfall
really,
on the
that
right.
just shows me that Hulk knows when it's right time to fight and when it's not, bro. And that was not the right time to fight. Hulk said, I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. That man, they were like, bro, get the Hulk. And I was like, bro, I'm trying. You won't come out. And Hulk said, no. I remember in the show, he tried to force him out. That nigga Hulk said, no, and went right back inside. He said, what the? Hulk was not.
That nigga Hulk was like, boy, is that Thanos? Y'all got me fucked up. Don't worry about it. Not out here.
Anybody else, and this man's coming out ready to fight. That man said Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet? Oh, hell no, boy.
You mentioned crossing a bridge.
got
The
me.
bunker was somewhere on the other side.
Hey man, but my favorite hero, bro, you know what I'm saying? Gotta roll with the Doctor Strange.
At the fork, you followed
Well,
the
that man's
road
a
right
goat.
toward the sound of
No.
gunfire.
And he really folding up 3/4 of the
Seeing a
superheroes out
firefighter
here. I don't
ready
want to
during
hear it.
16.
Man, folding up even Hulk. And they won't even get to touch that man Doctor Strange. So they had another dimension. You know, the problem with that is that nigga had the gauntlet, so he really would have just opened up another hole. No matter what, if Doctor Strange throw that man in another dimension, it's not like that man ain't been out there destroying other universes. So really, he just gonna be like, all right, I'm on my way back. I'd be like, all right, how about some time? Now what? Now what's the big idea?
Glove off his ass, that nigga, you know, that nigga saying that nigga just gonna die in that black hole.
On me if you can get the glove off his hand, but the problem was getting the glove off his hand was the whole problem. Cause you can't even use no powers on the glove.
They just cut his arm off.
Bruh, they were having a hard time finding that man. That man was literally 1v4 them niggas in the jungle near the end of the movie. But that man was like, bop, 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 beep, beep, beep. And then Thor folded when he really could have cut off his head. And and he aimed for the head, and then that man said, snap. I was like, ain't no way, ain't no way.
Yeah, Thor definitely voted.
Like, what made him think he shouldn't just cut his head off if he had the opportunity to end it all there? Like, what? In what world do you fumble the bag that hard? I forgot. In that, wasn't he like? Didn't he like quit fighting for a long time in that too? Though he did quit like being a god, so you know he was just coming back. I guess. On me, he got fat.
Cause wasn't they mad that he cut his head off the first time?
Shit.
Yes, this was the bunker entrance you described in the report.
I'm trying to remember as we go along to how it all happened.
Cause on Infinity War, it was like what happened? He was he had his little he was living his life in the little shed.
Little shed after he killed everything.
In there trying to pull the glove off the man's hand. And then they was trying to figure out where the Infinity Stones had went, and he wouldn't tell them nothing. So then Thor got mad and just cut his head off before they got answers.
Oh yeah. You right. I do remember that. That man was like that when Thor first tried to kill him. That man said you should have aimed for the head. And then he snapped his finger, and then the whole thing happened where he was in that little shed. And then you right, they did bust up in there, and they were like, "Hey, bro, where they put these stones?" That man was not telling them, and Thor got mad. And just straight up off that. Hey, it's crazy because he was like, "You can go ahead and kill me, or whatever. It don't make no difference to me." And Thor was like, "We're not getting nowhere." Just cut his head off. He said, "Fuck."
Crazy, like, I heard that there was another Thanos. I'm like, what is this nigga? His brother?
Bell, we got a job.
Hey, bro, it's because that man Thanos really had a contingency plan, low key.
According to your
he said, it don't even really matter.
You woke up.
I'm inevitable.
It don't really matter because you kill me here, you gonna see me again. Man said, ain't no way. But they really all they can really do right now is really stall him. And I mean that's better than nothing. I mean they got that man Spider-Man back, but they lost what's his name? They lost that man Captain America. Now America ain't here.
I just know about a bag.
There was
a lot of fumbling of bags.
Like it was a lot of bag fumbles. Like a lot of it really could have been like avoided. Like if shit really just went the right way. Like if for one, that man should never even gotten a hold of the gauntlet. And for two, when he did, and all the heroes could have stopped him there, if Hulk would have came out, they probably would have given him enough time for Doctor Strange to do the thing he wanted to do at the start. But because Hulk couldn't come out, Doctor Strange had to go and install those like niggas that they had tearing up the town and shit. And that gave him enough time to go, fucking do whatever he wanted and shit until he got the glove.
The path split near a ruin.
Hulk really fumbled the bag, I think, the most.
Trail on your left.
Yeah,
on me.
Always fumbled the bag.
And then Doctor Strange got folded because, they knew Doctor Strange was kind of like a problem, so they wanted to get him out, early. So they had his ass, like, locked up on the ship, and I was like, ain't no way to capture my nigga, bro. Like, I was really low. But, it makes sense, though, because Doctor Strange, low-key, can still fight the Infinity Gauntlet with his power, because this is, like, interdimensional kind of shit, like, type magic. So they made sure that he couldn't do none of that bullshit. Doctor Strange really said... And then he later on they went back in time and shit like that. I do remember they went back in time to try to fix some shit. It was just a lot of things going on, bro. It was so much.
A few allies were pinned down.
And then the thing with Ant-Man too. Ant-Man like was in the little thingy. Ain't no way. Bro, them niggas lied to you, but that ain't never happened. And I hate, bro, it did not happen, bro. Them niggas are trolling. I know what you're talking about though. People were like, why didn't that man just, run over that man head? I ain't no way he just said that, bro.
I'm like, that couldn't happen. There's no way you going up this nigga's ass and then expand to kill him.
That makes me ready to do it. kill Thanos. Like, I mean, come on, bro. And I was like, ain't no way. For one, I doubt Thanos is letting that man Ant-Man get anywhere near him. Like, that man Thanos. No. But look, the thing is, with the Infinity Gauntlet though, that man is able to feel other what you call it, with one of the stones, bro. Like I can't remember which stone it was.
Go check it out, pal.
One of the stones like locates shit. So like, I doubt that he'd be able to get close before he could actually, like, you know, feel that he's like there.
They're gonna be like, you didn't know the whole time.
I don't care if the door was fucking stuck. Open it.
Ain't no way.
Park, give Bell another injection. Do it now.
For the love of God.
Heart rate is spiking. I'm not sure how much longer Bell can last.
I mean, that Ant-Man did help out a lot, though. I feel like if Ant-Man didn't, you know, wasn't in that little thingy that he was doing from his movie, because I did watch his movie. Like, I like how it's so weird too, how like you kind of have to watch all the separate movies to know how people ended up the way they did, where they were. Because really, if you didn't watch it, you would be like, why was Ant-Man in that little thingy? Why was Thor like sitting out from the fight for so long? Why didn't, you know, Hulk want to come out? You know, you wouldn't know all of those things because you didn't watch the separate movies of each person that led up to Infinity War. So, oh yeah, why Captain America was frozen and shit from his shit. Like, you had to watch all of those shit just to see what the hell really happened. How that man Spider-Man ended up following with Tony Stark and shit like that. Like, you know, how that followed up together. Which, you know, that they kind of were lazy on that part, but you know, that you know, they made it pretty clear that Iron Man was kind of one of his idols. So, you know, I guess that's kind of, we kind of had to piece that together ourselves. They didn't really explain too well how it ended up nearby each other. And he was like, "Hey, Mr. Stark," and then, you know, I was like, okay, he's just there now. We'll just keep it rolling.
Slowly consume.
Oh shit! And they came out with the Captain Marvel to explain how she got into that bed, even though she came like at the end or some shit like that.
Yeah, right.
You have to watch Captain Marvel. It wasn't, but it was like if she had got there earlier. Imagine, like, at that point we wouldn't have really needed the Hulk for at the start where we needed him the most. Like when he was just fumbling the bag and not trying to come out, especially when Thanos was there. If she was there at that time, it really would have been over at that point, because Captain Marvel really was really putting in a lot of work by the time she did get there.
Bell survived.
It took a minute, but at least she got there. Like, damn.
We're not leading him.
Hulk was like literally useless the whole damn show. It's like I ain't never seen the Hulk be so useless before, bro. He was literally doing nothing.
We've been over this.
Oh yeah.
Skip ahead. Next
Both Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't watch too much of Guardians of the Galaxy, but I know you had to watch some of those. All the Iron Mans, which most people watched all the Iron Mans. Like,
Bell, go into the bunker now.
Captain America had the Winter Soldier one, which kind of explains how he got to where he was. Age of Ultron, then there was Ant-Man. There's another Captain America Civil War. I watched that one. Then Black Panther was 2018. That explains how we got to there when we got to his area in the movie. Shit, Black Panther's part was the rawest part, in my opinion. That big ass war outside his like giant domain and shit like that, and then they broke in and started getting to scrapping.
The United States and its allies slowly consume that which is dear to us. Our leaders continue to weaken under this threat.
I don't even know who it's with, but I did hear.
It is the moral
with
duty
the
of
girl
Perseus to
from
act
the same
when
movie.
they will not. Soon we will possess an American nuclear bomb. the key to unlocking their
Oh yeah, and then Thor
entire green light
Ragnarok.
arsenal.
That was the one I was trying to remember.
Once
Thor
we control the
Ragnarok
green
explained
light
why he got like
arsenal,
that, bro.
we will
And
detonate
then I was
them
also
all
spooked when they were like
safely
saying that Thor had
so
lost his eye or some shit, like in one of the movies, and then I had to go back and rewatch and see how he had like lost his eye or whatever. I remember he was wearing that damn eye patch. Yeah, bro. I was like, eye patch. I was like, where did they get an eye patch from, man? Where did they get an eye patch? Like, what the hell? What the nigga eye?
You gotta admit, I'm surprised.
And then Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I think they recover so fast.
Shit, I think in Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok, I think is when he had lost his right eye or some
Subject's
shit.
will and
Or
erasing
his
their
left eye,
minds
one
is
of the two.
difficult
I
and
think
painful
Thor
process.
like missing his eye like in some games too.
The CIA's mind control program has had a great deal of success in implanting memories.
You want me to tell them about my time in Vietnam?
Yeah, I think he got scarred and his eye was like gone.
We have
Ragnarok.
a job to do. We have a job to do.
But I think in Infinity War they got his eye back, or was he still wearing an eye patch? I can't even remember, bro. One of the
We've
two.
known each other.
Either
for
got his eye
years.
back, or he was still
Fought
using an eye
together,
patch, bro.
bled together, been through the hell of Vietnam together. We got a job to do.
And now the training is complete. I just need to get the subject to me.
What the hell is going on? That man TJ Mike can't even handle it. Cut it now.
But that shit going crazy. This is it. Man, they were going crazy, boy. The man's was hitting that bitch. And then Spider-Man: Far From Home was like the last one they made, I think.
Nah, it was Spider-Man Miles Morales too.
Oh yeah. The newer ones. I have not watched those.
Now
ones
he's
yet.
starting to get like his own games and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to
Like
say,
the
they started to
movies.
give Spider-Man his shine for real now, because Spider-Man been around for a good minute, but they ain't really, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really include him like that in, like, Avengers type shit, like, the big shit. But they starting to, I feel like they starting, now that they put him in Infinity, I feel like they gonna start, you know what I'm saying, give him, Spider-Man a little bit more shine.
Now they giving Miles his shine.
I mean, they giving Miles his shine now.
Yeah, like about time. I mean, well, not like really about time, but like you know.
Finally.
He got a lot of potential, man. His games have been good. So, you know, he got a lot of potential just like the other Spider-Man games and, you know, the Spider-Man movies.
She's coming too.
Bell, no more fucking around. What did Perseus say? Where is he?
Imagine they just start they just start giving Spider-Man like ridiculous amounts
What
of
you're
like
going through now is nothing.
power down there. Like, you know what, let's
Experience.
make it about
Don't start
Spider-Man,
going
bro. They like, let's make Spider-Man one of the main niggas now. Yeah, law. Put that man up there.
We gave
bro.
you a
Now
second
that we got a
chance
new
when you
Captain
were shit
America
out
and
of
shit,
luck.
we gotta let some new
Now,
niggas shine,
we
bro.
just want some
Give that man
assistance.
Spider-Man shine.
Bell, you were one of Perseus's agents. His associate, Arash Kadivar, turned on you at the airstrip in Turkey.
Because really, when I think about it, bro, if someone were to ask me, would I rather Iron Man or Spider-Man on my team, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm probably going with Spider-Man. Not because Iron Man, like, not because Iron Man's bad or anything, but like, if Spider-Man get that man Tony Stark out of his suit, bro, that's game over, bro.
Here's
Like,
what
at that
you
point,
don't
like, I
know.
know his suit's super strong
Perseus
and
will be
everything,
there.
but they're
None of
both
these
pretty
hired
smart.
guns are
I know
going
Tony
to
Stark,
leave you
I guess, is
alive.
technically a little bit more smarter, or a decent amount smarter, but they're both
Don't
technically
the
smart.
boys
And
on the
Spider-Man
force.
got the Spidey sense, like, you really got them Spidey senses, and you know what I'm saying? His webs have so much versatility and shit. Like, what does Tony Stark got, bro? Like, he got like plasma beams, which, you know, that's cool. But I feel like Spider-Man's dodging those because he's hella, you know,
I don't want the
he's just agile as hell. So, you know, that probably won't work too much on him. He got missiles on that bit, I guess. I think. Did he got missiles? Probably some missiles or some shit.
We were there.
But he mostly
We found
uses
you.
like little arm, like his laser beams and shit like that. Spider-Man has been shown to be beating niggas that have like all of those type of things too, and more. That man Tony Stark ain't really fight things like that. In his video, and even in his movies, he's really just fighting human people
The CIA
with a damn
reinvented
suit.
it.
Impressive than
We
that
needed to
man,
give you a
Spider-Man,
new
literally
identity.
fighting the sand guy that turned huge.
In
It was
the end,
literally
no specific
changing his
background
form
really
from
stuck.
sand to like
We
concrete,
resisted
like
everything
really
we
hard,
tried,
like sand
so
and shit,
we just kept
and
investigating.
fighting like, you know, Dr. Ock that was
And you were
like
able to
literally
utilize your
part
language
machine
for
and shit
the
like that. Like
cognitive
that's
skills.
kind of similar to like Tony Stark, who did a damn suit.
The
And that
bigger
man fought
challenge
Venom,
you
which I feel like Venom probably would be able to be Tony Stark.
The CIA's
Like,
MK
no
Ultra
cap.
program used Adler's
Was
missions in
like-
Vietnam as a
That
template.
nigga Carnage be
We
going
needed
crazy.
you to have that shared experience, that
Oh, I mean,
lifelong bond.
the other
to
little
establish
symbiotes that be even more deadlier than Venom really be out there.
That shit threw me off when they was talking about like back on their home planet. That nigga Venom was like the pussy of the group. Like he was just the low ass nigga. I'm like, ain't no way.
That's it. He's like, y'all scared of Venom? Bro, back in my planet, I used to slap Venom in the back of the head all the time, bro. That nigga ain't on none. He's like, huh?
But thanks to
I mean,
MK
it
Ultra's research, we had a backup
throughout like
plan.
all the years, like the games,
If
the
you
movies.
believed you were
They
someone
be
else,
hyping up Venom like
we
this
could lead you to
motherfucker
a
just one
place where
deadly
you
ass
give everything
nigga.
up.
Then them niggas was talking about they be punking his ass out. I'm like, what the?
Enough to get us where we are today, but we're not finished yet.
Carnage said he don't, bro. And what's crazy is that
We have a job
there's
to
so many symbiotes. Like when you really like when you look into it, there's a whole
There's
bunch
the
of
head
them.
symbiote. That's the strongest.
The trigger phrase kept
them
you in
all.
line, but it didn't get us everything.
Niggas really,
Your innermost
really
secrets were
had
always
Venom
locked
looking
behind
like he
closed
was insane when really he was not that insane compared to the other ones.
doors. Bell,
No doubt.
I realize what we've done to you. I just need you to fully understand the
Man,
stakes here.
Venom really get folded up.
What you do right now is not about me. It's
Shit,
about
they be having you believe.
It's
Venom,
about
my
millions
nigga
of
Venom the
fucking
goat, boy. He the goat. Oh, boy.
It's about stopping
nigga Venom a
someone
pussy, boy.
who, in
We-
the end, has
What?
no true
Really be
allegiance
whooping his
to
ass. He too
anyone
weak
other than
compared to us.
himself.
And
So
then
tell
the
me,
strongest one of all.
where is Perseus?
Like, what the? Venom?
Once
Sure.
we control the green light arsenal, we will detonate them all.
I know you know about the king symbiote. That nigga know.
Yeah, the strongest of them all.
This is your chance to
He
find
is strongest of them all.
I don't know why you switched your,
You know, but if Venom can
Where
whip
is
his ass, you know, Venom gonna be the strongest of them all.
They said, I will be the king. I said, no, you will not. I said, yes, I will.
You don't like the left of
Sims, get Washington on the line.
You already know they
Everyone
working on
else
like
gear
a
up.
Venom,
We're leaving now.
Another Venom movie, number 2, with that nigga Carnage in it.
Can't wait to see that
You
shit.
made the right choice, Bell. Come on. You're still one of us.
Carnage Loki was one of my favorite ones.
Maximum Carnage. I wouldn't want to beef with him though.
Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
You've been given an important task. Protecting our
What's
way
crazy is
of
that
life from a great
Maximum Carnage teamed up with a crazy ass
United
villain.
States slowly consume that which is dear.
We are hours away from Perseus detonating nuclear bombs in every major European city.
Cheat on my barber.
We'll do
We make
whatever
you
it
think I want to
takes.
play with team. You got a crib?
Some of us have crossed the line
Still saying the wrong answer.
to make
over
sure
there.
the line's still there in the morning.
Hey, bro, I cheated on Newberg. I even cheated on Stern.
No one's gonna brand us heroes or villains. They
What
don't
the-
know us.
Not reported.
As for me, I've been chasing this ghost for
What the-
13 years.
Stop it! Stop it! Wait! Let's make a deal here, man. I'll send you one Gucci suit, man. You know what I'm saying? We let you talk about it.
Man, but you don't even like money.
What the? Without money, I wouldn't be able to get the Gucci suits, man.
Maybe you don't need it, man. You know, everybody's gotta make a change in their life.
When I get rich, man, I promise, man, I'm giving you 25% of my Gucci equities, man. Which means you'll get 25% of what I make after I own Gucci, man.
I'll need that signed in contract.
Man, I got you, bro. I got you. Trust me, man. Trust me, I got you. I got you.
Why do I feel like Cam been here the whole time? No way.
You see it? What in the IT on the side? What's going on?
European transit.
Man, what? Your brother bro gonna be hot. Man, what? Bro, where have you been? Where you got it?
You have 8 points. You lose a point if you're at home. Damn, I lost 1 point already.
You say, look, what?
You lose a point if you're barefoot. Oh, well, I got myself.
Shut up.
Your phone is in your right hand. Well, my phone is not in my right hand. It's in my left hand, so I still got 7 points. Yeah, loud. You lose a point if you're hungry. Oh, well, I'm not hungry, so I didn't lose a point.